effect right now with
Time out.
Oh,
go ahead.
in full effect with Dr. Chris Rouse. That's what we're doing as we wait on the appearance of Dr. Justin Adams. What's going down?
Good, man. I'm all good here, man. Well, happy to be students of the game, as you can see in the corner. Sotg 144, man. It's another Thursday, man. Another Thursday.
Well, I would say it's just another Thursday, but it's not. Unfortunately, right now, it's another Thursday on the north side, and that hasn't been good right now. The Cubs trailing the Phillies right now 2-0 in the top of the third. They go for their second win in a row after breaking their 11-game losing streak yesterday. It wasn't a boring day though. Major League Baseball and other baseball news, extending Trevor Bauer's administrative leave another 7 days. Michael Averati, the former lawyer for Stormy Daniels and her lawsuit against Donald Trump, he was sentenced to 2.5 years in prison today for trying to extort Nike for $25 million. And in breaking news that broke about 40 minutes ago, so Tyson Fury testing positive for COVID-19. So his fight with Deontay Wilder, third fight on July 24th, has been postponed. And right now, as we're going to talk about more, of course, Game 2 in the finals right now is going down in the Bucks after that PJ Tucker layup, up 18-12 on Phoenix. And students of the game, we here.
Hey, real quick, man, you talked about Tyson Fury with the COVID situation. You noticing that spike in COVID as of late, it's starting to affect the Olympics. They're talking about won't be any fans, won't be any fans.
No fans in Japan. So,
yeah.
Like I told my cousin, I was chatting with him on Facebook earlier about that. I'm just like, man, just the timing of that. 2 weeks before, it ain't like you just pick up and try to move everything, and accommodate everything. So yeah, that's kind of weird, but it's been going. Hey, what hasn't been weird in the world over the last year since March?
Right, since COVID first came into this, I guess.
Yep. So yeah, man, NBA finals. We saw what happened in Game 1, man. Saw what happened in Game 1. So just 118-107. Phoenix taking care of the business behind 32 points for Chris Paul, Devin Booker adding 27. Hey man, they just found dance partners that wasn't willing to dance, and most of the times those guys were Bobby Portis and Brook Lopez for the most part, and that's when they really turned up in the third quarter and made their move and pulled away in that game. Bucks did try to make a run to get the lead down to 7 in the fourth quarter, but too much Chris Paul down the stretch, and Phoenix able to take Game 1. So what were your thoughts about Game 1?
I just thought the Suns came out to play, man. They came out ready to take advantage of that home court advantage in Game 1 of the series. DeAndre Ayton and Devin Booker, they pretty much played like, hey man, we got something to prove here in our first finals, and that's what it showed against Milwaukee in the first game.
What did you think about Giannis's performance? Personally, thought he came out very strong. Thought he came out looking very healthy. He had the early oop attempt when he got fouled on by Jay Crowder. Didn't make it, but other than that, I thought on the first half, I thought he was looking like pretty much moving like the regular Giannis. He did have that epic chase down block on Mikal Bridges, I believe, early sometime in the third quarter. And after that,
first half.
That was late second quarter. Okay, I was debating with one of my guys about that, like when did that exactly happen? But after that
that was second quarter. Milwaukee was on that run. They had like a 7-0 run at that point.
To me personally, like after that play happened, he really didn't quite look like he had the same bounce or the same spring after that. You know what I'm saying? Whenever you have a knee that hyperextends that bad, So he made a long run, a long sprint, almost from baseline to baseline. Then you got to go and jump, and you still got to come down. So I don't know if didn't look the same to me personally after that happened. But the Bucks did show some fight. Chris Middleton, man, Yemen's performance in Game 1. I think they got to get a little bit more out of Drew Holiday going forward, because even though they got 17 points out of Brook Lopez in Game 1, they couldn't keep him in the game in the third quarter and fourth quarter when those are the most like deciding times of the game. It's Devin Booker and Chris Paul was just like, let's dance. Hey, you want to dance? So let's dance. Let's dance. You don't want to dance? Come out here, let's dance. And that's basically what led them to the game. Maybe they got everything they wanted at the mid range as far as elbow shots, and then they had to come help. You know, they just swing the ball around until they found one of their shooters. So.
Yeah, I mean, Brook Lopez, he got isolated a lot in that game last by Phoenix, man, whether it was Chris Paul or Devin Booker. We can go to the footage. I mean, you see Chris right there, he just gives Brook Lopez all alone, takes him off the dribble, hits the step back, does the same thing here. And then Devin Booker, he takes him off the dribble, hits one of his patent off the glass. And then this one, they don't even score on Lopez, but they set it up pass. They kick it out to Chris Paul and knock down everything they pretty much did to get that big run in the second quarter. They pretty much just isolated Brook Lopez, got buckets.
Yeah, so I'm trying to see, as I was watching that game more and more, especially as it got to the fourth quarter, I was feeling like, you know, I got to see what Budenholzer is going to do different as far as the pick and roll coverage. If you go to a smaller lineup where Giannis is the 5, maybe we'll see a little bit more of Pat Connaughton tonight or Brent Forbes, depending on what kind of matchups Phoenix has out there. Me personally, I think you'll see a little bit more of Connaughton. It's gonna have to go small if they keep getting beat up in isolation like this.
Yeah, I apologize. I apologize. Technical difficulty. I agree with you, but I heard what you said about switching Connaughton out. But I think you said they should go smaller, but I thought they had some success with Bobby Portis. I thought he did a good job of jumping out on Chris Paul and making some of his jump shots tougher. But at the end of the day, you know what? All I really could think about for Milwaukee was, you know who they're really missing right now? Who they really could use? They really could
Dante
use.
DiVincenzo.
Torrey Craig.
Oh, yeah.
Torrey Craig. Take Torrey Craig. But unfortunately for them, he's playing for the other team right in this series. So
yeah, you're going to have to try to see if they can swing
that's a tough break.
trade.
That's a tough break because Torrey Craig, I thought his versatility for at different points of the game was key. His ability to defend Drew Holiday, defend Milton. I even saw him flying in, getting it put back at one point. So Torrey Craig, he showed a lot of good versatility on the wing and also his ability to crash the boards for Phoenix in that first game. I think Milwaukee right now, they really miss Torrey Craig. Unfortunately, he played for the other team right now.
You know, I was talking about Batman and Robins the other morning on the Joe with Joe show and Alfred's and everything. You know, Torrey Craig and Jay Crowder are two of those players that are just great Alfreds. Terrific Alfreds. You know?
Yeah.
They're perfect players. They're like the perfect type of guys you want on teams alongside superstars. They're not gonna take none of this stuff on my shirt. They're gonna make open shots. They keep points in the game, and they're gonna show that they can defend more than one position at a time. Just add a real toughness to your team. So I think that's really huge as far as Phoenix going forward in this series to have guys like Crowder and Craig on their team. Like I say, Alfreds.
Also, we gotta talk about DeAndre Ayton, man. You gotta give him some credit, man. DeAndre Ayton was really doing work. He was really doing work in his first NBA Finals game on both ends of the floor, establishing himself as a dominant interior weapon, and then also crashing the glass. We showed the video of Chris Paul on Brook Lopez, but also, man, you got to look at the switches with PJ Tucker on DeAndre Ayton. PJ Tucker was either picking up some pretty cheap foul on a low block, or DeAndre Ayton was just getting buckets on getting easy buckets on a low block down low.
Man, you got to realize a guy like Chris Paul, once he realized that switch, he got 6'5" PJ Tucker on my big man DeAndre Ayton. He wasn't hesitating. He was going right to it. I also saw another thing about Chris Paul. You can see his IQ, his acumen for the game spreading on the to the other parts of the team. So Cameron Johnson make a terrific high-low alley-oop pass to DeAndre Ayton. Same type of thing. It's like Mikal Bridge is making passes off stuff from Chris Paul. It's looking almost like Chris Paulish, but it's like he's learning from that old head. I heard after the game that Chris Paul said, "I'm the old head. I like to slow it down a little bit. But these young guys, they're making me push the pace, so I'm pushing it." So, man, so it's like they almost bind into each other. It's been a beautiful marriage so far, and they're three wins away from a championship.
Phoenix a year ago, man. I mean, I'm sorry, it's pretty much what we saw OKC a year ago. He brought it to Phoenix. I mean, him being pretty much the floor general to that team. I thought maybe personally, I thought Shai Gilgeous-Alexander was a big part of that. But I mean, here in Phoenix, I mean, you got Devin Booker. Devin Booker's been a star. He proved that last year in the bubble, and now here he is in the NBA Finals, man, and stepping up. I mean, he had a rough shooting start, much the same as Chris Middleton did, but I mean, he's been balling out this entire playoffs, man. You got to give it to this Phoenix team, man. They look like they have that Larry O'Brien trophy, man. You got to give it to the guys, man.
So, I mean, what other things do you think that the Bucks can do, particularly in this game? They lead right now 23-20. Minute 48 left in the first quarter. Giannis at the free throw line to shoot a couple. What other things do you think they can do? We talked about the pick and roll. What other things you think they can do?
I mean, as far as man, it really does have to slow the game down. They have to find a way to control the tempo. They have the tempo so far in this series. Phoenix got a lot of points just running out, pushing the ball down the floor. Like, remember you talked about block on Mikal Bridges earlier in the game. Mikal Bridges, nice two-hand slam. Look pass from Chris Paul. So Phoenix, and I think at halftime, Phoenix was winning that break battle like 15-8. Yeah, see, and I'm sure something just happened.
The air ball by Giannis, and letting them know.
And then free throws. That you got to remember, Phoenix set a NBA Finals record for most consecutive free throws.
One free throw.
Right, Jacob. And
that was the game was decided by then. And the game was way in the bag by then.
Think about the free throw stats, though. It was 25-26 for Phoenix, 19-16 for Milwaukee. Milwaukee lost free throw battle by as many as they had. So that's so if you're gonna get there, you free throws, man. You can't, you
gotta make them.
You left 7 at the line. You lost by 13, you left 7 at the closer game down the stretch. And then on top of that, Phoenix didn't even shoot that well in game 1. So for Milwaukee,
I kind of thought that too. I mean, Devin Booker had 27 points, but he was only 1 of 7 from 3. I thought Cameron Johnson and those other guys, Cameron Johnson, Mikal Bridges had a good game behind the arc, but Devin Booker wasn't even Devin Cooker, as I call him, sometime behind from 3. So even though he did make this last 3-point shot that he took care of Jeff Teague, cut the lead down to 1. And a minute left in this first half. 24-23, campaign coming up, and Jay Crowder swinging around. Torrey Craig for 3. Alfred, like I said, he's an Alfred, makes the 3.
Torrey Craig for 3.
This is a 14-3 run by Phoenix to turn a 9-point deficit to a 2-point lead. Mike Budenholzer has his arms folded and just rolled his eyes. Rolled his eyes. But yeah, man, that's what's going on. Other NBA news. What other NBA news?
The
coaches.
Oh, some coaches.
Pat Connaughton makes it 3. And like I said, I'm sorry, some more breaking news. I almost lost my train of thought. Jamal Mosley, Mavericks assistant, has become a top starting to look like the lead dog, like he can get that Orlando job offered to him any day. But some of the grades, we got Chauncey Billups has went to Portland. Rick Carlisle has went to Indiana. Man, we know Jason Kidd went to Dallas. And I don't know if Nate McMillan has just got hired, but Atlanta finally did the inevitable, They finally did the obvious. He gave him the job. So, just looking at some of these grades, some of these people. I'm gonna start off with Portland. Portland. We heard some things by Damian Lillard earlier today on Twitter, whatever, saying he's looking for some strides in the positive direction behind this new coaching staff and everything. This is Chauncey Billups' first job. Gonna be learning on the job. Of course, he held down the assistant coaching post this year with the Clippers, right next to Tyronn Lue, while they were making a run to the conference finals. So, how do you feel about that mix in Portland as he gets his first job going to the West? But we know about the backcourt, Chauncey Billups, who seems like the consummate player coach, like he isn't too far removed from the game. Players still remember him as Big Shot Billups. So, how you feel about that?
I think Chauncey Billups hired more so to make happy by Portland management. At least that's what I thought. Because I mean, remember he named Jason Kidd, he named Chauncey Billups. Jason Kidd said he's taking his name out of it, and then he got hired by Dallas. They ended up hiring Chauncey Billups. So I thought that was just more so a hire to kind of keep Dame happy. But one thing I will say about, all these rumors about, Damian Lillard, is he unhappy? Today he even said, hey, these trade rumors aren't coming from me. And you know what? I agree with, like, Damian Lillard really hasn't said anything about that. A lot of these things, it's a lot of these light pieces, a lot of these people writing articles saying, hey, this is what they should make him happy, or if they don't do good, make Dame happy, make him unhappy. But Dame hasn't outright come out and said this is gonna make me unhappy. He did say he wants to make strides with the organization, but he hasn't said anything about I'm unhappy and I want to be traded. I think there's more people. I think there's more people trying to read between the lines before it actually comes out.
So, me myself, I'm going to give this higher. I want to give it a B, but I'm going to give it a C plus. Oh boy, what happened? Oh, there you go. Thought something happened. I'm giving it a C plus. I'm going to give this higher.
C plus.
The reason I'm giving it a B. I'm giving it, I think he's going to be a player's coach. I think he probably did learn some good things under Tyronn Lue. He didn't quite get the B grade for me because he's in the West. And also, I really haven't seen him under the pressure as far as making the adjustments and trying to handle the egos with him being the main person. So that's why I give him a C plus.
You give it a C plus. I mean, with Portland, I probably give it a B. I get out of B, man. It's the Blazers. I give them a B, bro. Like I mean, at the end of the day, I can't really grade the Blazers' success until we see them in the postseason. It's like, Terry Stotts was there for years, man, and he got him to the conference finals. And honestly, I would probably give him an A because look who he ran into. So it's like, you know what I'm saying?
Tell him to beat Curry and Durant and them, beat LeBron and AD.
Now, they did have injury. Golden State did have injuries that 1 year, and they did blow some 20 point. They did blow some 20-point leads in that series. Yes, but at the same time, it's like at the grand scheme of things, it's like Golden State, the Lakers, these were better teams, man. The 1 year they lost to New Orleans, that was a bad look. They got swept out by the Pelicans and they were seed. Anthony Davis and Drew Holiday ran wild. Playoff Rondo. That was that year. They didn't have anybody that could match up with Anthony Davis, even though they had Yusuf Nurkic, who now probably could match up with Anthony Davis. So it makes you wonder what's going on in the development there. But I mean, for Portland, I can't really grade them until we see them in playoffs.
Okay, that's fair. Dallas Mavericks. Last 2 years, Luka Doncic has been terrific. They ran into the Clippers in the bubble last year. Couldn't get out the first round. Ran into the Clippers this year again. Outside of the bubble, still couldn't get out the first round. So,
it was worse this year. They had a 2-0 lead.
Yeah.
And a 3-2.
So Rick Carlisle has removed himself from that spot. Now they have went back to the glory days. Jason Kidd, with his Jason Terry being the coach, with J.J. Barea being the shooting coach, with the special advisor. They call Dirk. Call Lil Dirk.
Call Dirk.
I'll call Big Dirk. I gotta say, you can't be 7 feet, and I call you Lil, and I ain't even 6 feet. I feel bad. So I'm gonna call him Big Dirk. I call Big Dirk. But yeah, that's what's up, man. So. How you feel about this Dallas hire?
A. That's an A to get Jason Kidd. One, I think that's an A in marketing. I think that's an A because with the Lakers after the last few years. I think that's an A because of the player coach connection now with us. And then also, I think that's a great hire because it's time for a new voice in Dallas, man. Rick Carlisle been there for since like 07 or something like that. So, or they've been there since like 08. So it was time to get a new voice. Dallas, I mean, they had won. They won that title in 2011, but they really back.
Mm-hmm.
They haven't really gotten that close to that. So it's like
Mm-mm.
like I mean, like conference finals. But once again, you can blame that on the Warriors and all of that. But at the same time, it's just like at the end of the day, it's like nah. I mean, they did voice, and I like the hire of Gibson Kid. I thought they would have got Jamal Mosley though personally because Luka gave him endorsement. I see like now he's probably going to Orlando. So I'm gonna give Jason. I get out of 8 of Dallas Phoenix Kid, man. That's a good hire.
Yeah, I'm you giving out easy A's, man. I give him a B.
Easy A. B.
I give him a B really based on experience, dealing with stars, being around stars. He had to be around the LeBron show last couple of years. And also, as far as you said, I think that connection really with Luka, as far as being that point guard type of person that Luka is, like he would. I don't know if Rick Carlisle in the system had him playing that point guard. He had almost, you can say, not quite, but sort of like a James Hardenish in Houston type of usage rate. So I want to see how Jason Kidd tries to get him more flowing on the offensive side. So I'm gonna go with a B on this one.
All right, I think Jason Kidd is a perfect fit for Luka. Luka, I mean, he kind of reminds me of Jason Kidd in terms of the triple doubles. You remember how Jason Kidd used to be the triple double guy before it became LeBron. Actually, as LeBron was coming into the league, I should say. So I kind of see some of the why you bring him in there, maybe some of the similarities with Luka Doncic. That's what I'm going with an A. And then on top of that, like I said, man, just like the Dallas history with him and with Jason Kidd.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Indiana. A guy we just talked about, the aforementioned Rick Carlisle. Going back to Indiana, where he did a little coaching before in his lifetime. Now he goes back after a long tenure in Dallas, comes back to the East, gets Malcolm Brogdon, Sabonis, We'll see what happens with Miles Turner and those rumors that he's going to be moving on over the summer, but we'll see what goes on with that. So how you feel about the hire of Rick Carlisle?
Rick Carlisle, I mean, that's a B. And the reason why that's a B is because, I mean, Indiana wasn't really looking for much. They were just looking for an experienced coach. Carlisle was available, so hey, good hire. I mean, I personally thought it would be Terry Stotts because Stotts was going to go there because of Kevin Pritchard, who had the history with Portland. I can't remember if he and Terry Stotts actually overlapped, but both they had that connection. They both had that connection to Portland. And then Terry Stotts, like I said, he was a good coach in Portland. It's just you run into the Warriors, man. So so Carlisle, that's a good hire. They just wanted somebody with experience.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with a B also. Think about the guy that they let go of, Nate McMillan, and what happened with that. And then your coach doesn't even last a year. So, and then you see Nate McMillan get half a year to work with the Hawks and take them all the way to the Eastern Conference Finals. So I feel like this is almost Nate McMillan-ish type of hire, and Rick Carlisle, a veteran coach, seen a lot of things. So they probably needed a more veteran voice, a voice that they kind of respected a little bit more. We touched on some of the rumors that were going on with that coaching staff towards the end of the season.
With Nate Bjorkgren. With Nate Bjorkgren. I mean, they had a coach. I think they had a coach that resigned or got fired in the middle of the season, and I think Greg Foster got suspended for a game. It was good. Usually you don't hear about assistant staffs that much, but man, Indiana's assistant coaching staff said the news a lot. Yeah, we was hearing about Indiana.
Definitely hearing about this. So I'm gonna get that a B. More respectable, more we're gonna hold you more accountable, and we ain't gonna be having all this stuff going on with the systems and stuff. I feel like I'm missing a hire. I called Dallas.
In Boston.
Udoka. Okay, Boston. Udoka. Yes. First time coaching gig here in the East. You get Tatum, you get Brown. He's got that lineage, a San Antonio lineage. You know what I'm saying? Feel like he was under Popovich for a good long time. And feel like, hey, you're gonna be a pretty good coach. Look at Budenholzer. Brant Brown hasn't got his second opportunity yet, but I'm sure it's coming. I I think I want to give this one sort of like a B plus.
B plus.
Excuse me. I almost feel like he's almost like a Brad Stevenish type of hire. You know, the first job. He's not coming from the college game though. This is his first pro job, but just a young, fresh voice. A guy that's been in the mix probably the last couple of years for different jobs. You wonder was he just waiting on the right opportunity? And this one is probably going to be it because it's in the East, and you got a great two building blocks to start off with, and Smart, and then and Brown and Tatum, good supporting piece and Smart. Phoenix is taking my train of thought. They're on a big run here to take a 4-point lead again. Mike Budenholzer has seen enough. He's just called a timeout. It's a great block there by Drew Holiday denying Devin Booker, inviting him to the block party, but you got to hustle. And DeAndre Ayton did. He gets the easy 2 on the slam. Where's the rest of the Bucks? Wow. So, yeah, that's what's going on there. But, I think Udoka's a good, fresh voice. Probably somebody that Stevens probably can relate to now since he's going to be on the player side, We talk about always shopping for the vegetables if you're gonna cook. So now he's already had the thing on the bench where he's been cooking the vegetables. Now he's gonna have to help pick some of those vegetables for a rookie coach in Udoka and the rest of the players and the rest of the team. He knows pretty well. So I'm interested to see how that goes in Boston.
I'm happy for Ime Udoka that he's finally getting a look. Like you said, he got the Greg Popovich lineage. Also, man, he was rumored to possibly be a guy that the Bulls were looking at a year ago, a defensive-minded coach, sort of like a defensive coordinator type of guy in Philadelphia. And so you can put him on Boston, who already has that defensive mindset. We talk about guys like Marcus Smart and Jaylen Brown. So that's a good look for Boston moving forward, man. I get out of A. That's a good hire for Brad Stevens. Especially considering like, you kind of starting over, but not really. It's like you starting over, but with the same people. It's really weird. So it's kind of
especially when you got the coach. And I ain't fired. I really just got promoted.
Right, I got promoted. Right, it's like I didn't get fired. I got fired, but I got promoted. So it's weird.
But I know what's going on down here, so I should have a pretty good grasp of what you need and everything. So so I'm gonna get at a B plus. So those are coaching grades. We don't care if you don't like them. We think they're great. The Olympics are going to start on July 23rd in Tokyo. We do have this Olympic team. Like we were talking about on the World Class Hoops podcast the other day on your show. Not that big team. Give them useless careless shout outs there. I don't know how useless they are, but I give them out to you. So we talked about that team a little bit. I want to see, is this a team that's do we expect this team to medal? We got some competition out there, man. Like I said, this team ain't that big. We got a lot of great guards, a lot of explosion. About Dame Lillard and Zach LaVine and Jason Tatum. I don't know how much the size thing is even going to matter, but like I said, we're going to be facing some big boys also. You talk about Sabonis and the Jokic's of the world. So how do you feel about what do you think this team is going to do in Tokyo?
I think this team is expected to medal. I mean, they're putting a lot of pressure on themselves to medal. I mean, able to get Damian Lillard, able to get Zach LaVine from the Bulls to come in. But like we said the other day on the World Class Hoops podcast, a very small team in the FIBA World Cups. That was the issue. Had problems with like Rudy Gobert when they played against France in the high pick and roll, and France is in their group. So expect to see that pretty early on in the Olympic tournament. And then also now with the COVID situation, now you got kind of that mental distraction a little bit. You almost kind of go back to how it was in the bubble. So it's gonna be real interesting to see what happens in the Olympics, man. I mean, I think Team USA, they got to try to speed the game up though. They got to really try to outrun everybody to have a shot though.
We're seeing 10 U.S. select members catching the COVID. The team we're scrimmaging against, whatever. P.J. Washington. Can't quite remember the other two right now. And also, they know they lost Anthony Edwards also to a sprained ankle. But so be very careful with this COVID thing, man. It's not over with yet, and it still affects you.
Yeah.
Giannis showing some emotion, and his brother's clapping behind him.
Speaking of Giannis, his brother Costas, he just went overseas. He's gonna go play overseas. I can't remember. I think he's gonna go play in Italy. I forgot which team.
Okay.
I want to say it's for Olympia Milano, but that's not 100% accurate. But I just know Costas got a. Oh, he signed with Olympiacos. Costas Antetokounmpo's playing for Olympiacos.
Devin Booker keeps getting hit in the nose. We won't let that man breathe great. Don't want him to smell great. He keep getting hit in his nose. Hitting the nose by.
He still got the mask on?
No, he doesn't.
Oh, man.
He doesn't have the mask on. He got hit in the nose by Drew Holiday.
See, that's tough, bro.
Show that Beverly headbutt again. You got to be really out of control. I keep saying that every time I see that play, you got to be really out of control.
Hey, do you think maybe? Hey, man, like Patrick Beverly, man, like he headbutted D-Book the push to Chris Paul. Even though the headbutt wasn't, I don't think the headbutt was on purpose, but you know, but the Chris Paul push was wild, man. I can't believe he pushed him back like that.
Yeah, I mean, West Side.
Yeah,
that's what I can say. West Side.
That's all you got for that.
That's all I got for that, man.
That's all you got.
That's all I got for it. It's the West Side.
West Side.
Speaking of sides, the North Side. The North Side has been very miserable lately. You know, I'm not even on the North Side, and I've been miserable. This recent 11-game tailspin. How do you have a combined no-hitter, an epic pitching performance that has never been seen in team history, and then lose 11 straight? I mean, damn. You talk about didn't see it coming. You didn't see it coming. You got a 2-game lead in first, 4-game no-hitter to start off a road trip, It's going great. Then lose, then boom, just lose 11.
11.
They stopped it last night. They're currently on their way to starting another losing streak because they're down 4-0 right now at the end of 5 to the Philadelphia Phillies, who came here on their own losing streak, but luckily for them, they ran into the Cubs. You know, Miller's got a couple of homers.
You seem upset.
A little bit. you know, Miller's got a couple of homers for them, and that's what's been going on. So, I mean, I don't know about these Cubs, man. I don't know if it's the pitching. When they get good pitching performances from the starters, they don't hit anything. Then if they hit decent, the starter is garbage for that game. Yeah. So it's just been really bad. And then the relief pitcher, it's just been unreliable relief pitching. It's like aspirin on a recall. This ain't helping me out. It's not relieving my headache.
Tough.
It's been an aspirin recall so far for the relief pitcher. I don't know, man.
That's tough.
So we get into an all-star break, man. I don't know.
What are your thoughts about the rumors that the Cubs could possibly be sellers at the trade deadline? What are your thoughts on that?
I don't think I really would have a problem with it at this point, because at this point, you know, Baez, Contreras, Rizzo, Bryant. You know what I'm saying? That's the core. You know, that's that core four that was there from the 2016 from the World Series and everything.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it looks like it's time, but sometimes, you know, it's time. And it looks like time. We might have to see what kind of players or what kind of value that we get out there. As teams get closer and they think they're one player away, we might have that one player. I think we got to listen, you know. I mean, an 11-game losing streak would definitely make you feel like you're a seller at the deadline. Say if you would have went 5, 6, and 5 for that stretch, you would have felt great. You know what I'm saying? But you lose 11, you're not in first place anymore. You got a few teams ahead of you. Hey, even that trade, you know, you get some young guys who might get more of a chance, might even boost you in another way, you know. So it's gonna be big, man. So I wouldn't mind it at this point. I wouldn't be upset totally.
I mean, I don't know what to say about the Cubs, man. It's because about a month ago, I thought
you don't even care.
I don't. You're right. I don't. You're right. I don't.
You got your sock shirt on. You're rubbing it all in my face. You don't even care.
I got a Cubs shirt. Too. Don't do
but
me
you're
like
not
that.
Wearing it.
It ain't here.
There's a difference between having one. See, it's not even there.
It's at my north side house.
Oh, okay. All right. All right.
What you mean? No, I'm just... No, man. I'm disappointed, man. I was looking forward to a possible Cubs Sox World Series, and look at the Cubs, man. Look at the Cubs, man. Just they blowing it. They blowing it in it. And like I said, man, we was talking about this on Joe with Joe on Monday, man. Every time I see Kyle Hendricks, man, he out here pitching good, and they piss it away. It's like, come on, man.
that was bad. That was bad.
Come on.
That was bad. Against the Reds.
Against the Reds.
How the hell you get swept by the Reds? How the hell you get swept by a color? Never get swept by a color. You get swept by a color.
They got swept by stocking. It stands for
red stockings.
Red stockings.
Get swept by some lingerie. It's terrible. Swept by some pantyhose. Swept by some pantyhose. It's just ridiculous. Blowing leaves and everything.
I don't have much to say about this team right here, man. Injury riddled. Injury riddled. That's all I can say. You see, no, this team right here.
Oh, yeah, I see. Very injury riddled. Yasmani Grandal swings at a pitch and tears up a tendon in his knee. I'm just trying to see if they just getting hurt now, try to just challenge themselves. As Jay Crowder makes
that's
what but he's coming up.
That's what I'm starting to think, dude.
He gets hit by Lopez. I mean, Madrigal.
That slipped through my mind. That slipped through my mind.
I believe, is just about ready to come back now after hurting himself in spring training. You got Robert had a great start. Now he's out. Even Mercedes, even though he's not hurt, he struggled enough to the point where they had to send him down. Chris Paul scores again. Yeah, it's an 8-0 run again by Phoenix in a minute 42. The lead is 8. And Mike Budenholzer has seen enough. And he's folding his arms and he's rolling his eyes.
Are you a Suns fan?
No, I'm not. But this is what's happening. You can't help but to have emotion in these final moments, Chris.
But I'm with you though, man. Hey, I think the Sox still playing good, even with the they struggling against Detroit, but they were still holding their own even through the injuries, man.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, and I just want to say this too. I know we're talking about baseball, but I was talking about this the other day. Cam Payne, Cam Johnson, Cam Newton, Cam Shaft, Sensor, Suns in 6.
No, you out. You out.
Yeah, the Sox, man. Sox is rolling. They is rolling. And like you say, they just got all the injuries. But I am glad to see that Rodon did make the All-Star team. It's like they pitching has been consistent enough, I guess. The starters in particular, I guess you don't really worry about them getting in too much of a rut. And you got guys like Giolito, you got Keuchel, Lance Lynn has earned his own All-Star berth. He's overachieving at a veteran age and everything, along with Rodon. So, I mean, you got good starting pitching. I think it's kind of hard for you to get into a super long slump, super brief, Everybody had 3 or 4 bad starts in a row, but when they start getting toward numbers like 11, then that's a problem.
I mean, like I said, when the Rockets missed all them threes that one year, man, like it should never get to 10, bro. And then honestly, before it get to 10, 5, we need to have a team meeting. Like some got to happen, bro. Well, it should never get to 10, man, because at 5 you gotta have a team meeting. At 5, you gotta have a team meeting, bro. Like, come on, man. So I don't know what's going on up there on the north side, man. But not that I'm against the Cubs. Just shout out to them Sox jerseys. Shout out to the Cubs PA guy too. Shout out to him. Shout out to Jeremiah, man. That's my guy.
Always shout out to Jeremiah.
Shout out to Jeremiah. Hey, I love the Cubs too. I just got my Sox gear on because Justin ain't here, man. But it's about to get real when we go to this Sox game.
I'm quite sure you'll be wearing that in a couple of weeks when we do make that field trip.
I'm gonna wear my jersey.
Okay.
Yeah, wear my jersey.
Like we also talked about on Joe with Joe a little bit the other morning, the Trevor Bauer situation. Now, MLB must have thought of something or found something because they said we're gonna give him another 7 days. So now it's the extension. And the Dodgers also took action as far as canceling his bobblehead night, which is on August 19th. It's like they don't want to promote this play at this time. They said it wouldn't be appropriate. So if they don't feel like it's appropriate promoting a player that won the Cy Young last year, where they just signed to $102 million for 3 years, and they don't want to promote him. Something very inappropriate must have happened. So, like I said, we don't like to speculate. We don't like to speculate, but the investigation is continuing.
Yeah, I'm about to say, not necessarily. That could be one of them situations where, like we always say, you don't want to end up on the wrong side of history. So you don't want to, you don't want to be selling bobbleheads, and then it comes out that you find something where it's like, oh, maybe you shouldn't have been selling bobbleheads to this guy. So
all right.
That's all. I think that's all that was there.
Going to the court for a hot second. Chris Middleton and Drew Holiday right now have 11 points. They've combined to shoot 5 of 20. Middleton 2 of 8. Holiday 3 of 12.
Chris Middleton got to stop with these slow starts, man. He got to stop with these slow starts.
Drew Holiday, I think he's better. Middleton.
Yeah, Middleton.
We know he can put up 20 in a quarter, but I don't think he can keep waiting until the third quarter to do it. You know, you have to do one of these in the first quarter, and as soon as I say that, he chunks up a 3 from the corner, and that's broke.
Yeah. He did that in game 1.
Bridges, extra dribble for 3. No. Aiding the rebound knocked away by Middleton.
What's the score, Joe? Go ahead and drop that score as we get
48-41. Now 48-43 is the Greek freak Giannis Antetokounmpo scores in transition. 48-43, 2:25 left in the first half. Game 2 of the NBA Finals.
Yep, there you go. There's your score update. Be informed, be entertained, man.
Be informed, be entertained.
Yeah.
And a terrific play by Drew Holiday forcing a jump ball on 8. What's up?
MLB All-Stars, man. You had that written in here, man. So what you got?
Yeah, I sure did. So I had some. So I was doing, I'll be researching. I'll be dropping my tablet sometime too, but I'll be researching. I was researching. Okay. Doing a little research, and I was like, wow. I saw some people that I thought just not a long list of snubs, just really one for each, for the NL team, Max Scherzer. He's a terrific pitcher for the last 6 or 7 years or whatever. Nationals not having their best year. He is 7-4 this year. ERA is only 2.10. So he's not making it. Alan Reyes, I believe from the Reds, was a guy that made it. But I didn't think he should have made it, but he made it. Bridges hits another 3, and then makes a gesture toward the Bucks bench. Lead is 8. And also for the in the NL, as far as position players, Manny Machado. Hit 264, 15 jacks, 57 RBIs so far. I know it's a log jam sort of at third base in the NL, but Arenado made it. Arenado is starting, and I thought that numbers was like very similar. I believe Arenado is like right now like at 19 jacks and 56 RBIs and 58 RBIs, somewhere around there. So very similar numbers for him not make the team altogether. Justin Turner also pretty decent numbers. 9 and 37, 9 home runs, 37 RBIs, hitting 284. He didn't make it either, so it was like, wow. So,
what did you have any on the AL side? It sounded like you got all NL. You would know more about the All-Stars than I would, so I'm gonna just let you have this one as the analyst.
I don't agree with
what's your AL snubs? What's your AL snubs?
How about Chris Bassett, the pitcher for Oakland? His ERA a little bit high at 3.41 for the ERA, but he's 9-2. He has struck out 115 guys, and Giannis is hurt again.
Oh man, again.
I don't think he's hurt. I think he just maybe knocked the wind out of him. He had a little collision in the lane with Chris Paul. There is a foul on this play, and I think it's on Giannis, who's getting up slowly. I don't know if it's the knee or something else, but it is the knee. He's got a little limp, getting up with a little limp. As I look at the replay, he's trying to go down there and post up early on Chris Paul. They called a foul on Giannis. They did give him a shoulder to the face, I guess.
He did give him the shoulder to the face, I guess.
Yeah. I want to say he might have kind of stepped on. He's just holding that knee. I don't know if he is knee contacted or just, I don't know. He's holding that knee, though. He did go down and hold it. So, Chris Bassett at Oakland. 9-2. You go 9-2 in the first half. You can't get to the All-Star game. That's pretty Pretty tough, man.
You know,
And also,
you know what the thing is for me about MLB with the All Stars? It's like the fact that they have every team represented. It's like, of course,
I
somebody
think
gonna get
that's
snubbed.
terrible. That's terrible.
I actually kind of like that. I kind of like it. All right. Let me rephrase that. I used to like it when I was a kid, but now it's like, of course, you're gonna always have a snub because everybody has to be represented. And then on top of that, it's like, dude. Also with baseball, like in the All-Star game, it's like, dude, it's like 32 guys go. Like, come on, why not represent every team? Come on.
DeAndre Ayton is tall.
Why not, man?
And he's fouled by PJ Tucker, and it's an and-one situation. The lead is swelled up to 10. Crazy possession here. They almost stole it. Mikal Bridges share. PJ Tucker is tough, but he's only 6'5", and he can't do anything with Ayton down there. He's fouled him again. So they're pulling away. How about your shirt? Show me your shirt again.
Let me see the shirt. You want to see the shirt again?
I don't really want. I'm with the Cubs. I'm just showing your shirt to let you know that Yohan Moncada was a snub. I thought he's listed as my snub.
You out for that. I got a Cubs shirt too, man. It's the World Series shirt with the champions on it.
You telling me you got it and winning is two different things. You could have.
I've worn it on air before. That's what I wore.
Talking about now. Talking about now.
That's foul.
Yohan Moncada,
Mr. Technical.
Yeah, I felt like with the Sox great record, I thought it would have helped them get a couple of more All-Stars. Moncada's numbers are he's not playing terrible. He's hitting 274, but I don't think he's got the power numbers like a Jared Walsh, who's the starter is for that team. Doesn't really have the power numbers, so only 5 homers and 37 RBIs, even though the Sox are playing great, and I think he's playing decent. He had a tough start, but didn't make it.
Yeah. I feel you, man. You know, every team got to be represented. Some people are gonna miss.
Yeah,
so it happens.
I don't like that either. Don't let everything. You got some really trash players, man. Eduardo Escobar making it from Arizona with betting 249. I mean, come on, man. Damn, he ain't no world beater. Hitting 249.
I'm 50-50 on that, Joe, because it's like, dude, it's like 33 guys go, bro. And then on top of that, like the jersey, I ain't gonna lie, the jersey assortment kind of do look cool. See every team represented. That do look a little bit cool. But it is some years, man. I remember like one year, I think like Ty Wigginton went for the Mets or something like that. And I was like, like the Mets were just that bad, dude.
Gregory Soto making it for Detroit.
Oh, man.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm a guy, being a Gregory, I root for the Gregorys. You know what I'm saying? But in this case, come on, man. Damn. You know, Gregory Soto ain't really did too much. I'm going to have the numbers right here in front of me. But I was looking at this earlier like, damn. You know
that was 2010. I knew I wasn't tripping. That was 2010 Ty Wigginton went. Okay. I was like, wait, that was Ty Wigginton, wasn't it?
Yeah. Just going. It's the people just cuz.
Hey, the Mets the Mets jersey has to be seen at the All-Star game too.
You know, it's like playing in your sport and you really suck and y'all play 30 games, y'all win, y'all go like 2-28. And when y'all go to the banquet, they still give everybody a participation trophy.
Yeah, man.
You're like, damn, I don't really deserve this trophy, but I'm gonna go put it up. I ain't gonna have what place we finished there. I'm gonna scratch that part off and I'm just gonna add a year right there. Whatever. 2021, 2022. 2-20. We suck, but I got a big trophy.
Hey, that trophy make people feel better, man.
Yes, it did. I guess.
Let me get your thoughts on this on the screen real quick. She not going at all, bro. Sha'Carri Richardson.
Yeah.
Not going to the Olympics at all.
I've been talking about it. I tried to tell you all this stuff on Joe for Joe, and everything came to fruition. Started doing the show with the Nate McMillan stuff, then the Rachel Nichols stuff, and everything. I'm trying to tell you, I'm just not picking on people. I keep my ear to the street. Now, Sha'Carri Richardson, that's very unfortunate.
You like that? How you like that graphic? You like that graphic right there?
That's a terrific graphic. You know, we have to pay you more money. We need to double your pay, whatever we paying you right now.
You like that one?
Sha'Carri Richardson, man, is very, very unfortunate. There are rules. That's the unfortunate part about it.
Yeah.
And cannabis is in their rule book, has a cannabis is in their rule book from the U.S. Anti-Doping Agency. Now, what I do think this will do, I think there's going to be such a backlash of her not going. Well, I think they're probably going to rewrite the rules. But probably they're going to look at cannabis more as it's not really a performance-enhancing drug.
Yeah.
So what are we going to do now for people that do get the positive cannabis test? And are we going to punish them not so harshly as we're seeing people having the Olympics taken away from them for 4 years because of doping, because of doping blood and steroids and human growth hormone. And we definitely know that cannabis doesn't fall anywhere near this class, but she's getting the same type of punishment. She didn't really get the same type of punishment. I think this is maybe the pressure from the U.S. Olympic track and field team, because she still could have made the team.
Yeah, I think it was. I think it was the distraction. It's the distraction for the U.S. Olympic team. It's very unfortunate, but I think at the end of the day, it was the fact that the team didn't want the distraction, and it's really unfortunate because on top of that, marijuana is starting to become embraced, especially in American society and worldwide. Mm-hmm. So it's unfortunate because basically, like you said, there are rules, but it's one of those situations where it's like, damn, this rule is dated as hell, bro. Like it's starting to become very dated. So it's like, so it's it's unfortunate that it happens to somebody with so much talent too. That was like probably going to bring home a gold. Probably going to bring home a gold with what I saw in them 100 meters, man, in the championships.
I think in about 2 years, I think you're going to see this rule probably refined a little bit, where you're going to probably not see such a harsh sentence on it or a harsh suspension on it. But it was really the U.S. track and field. Like I said, we know how long the suspension lasted. We know July 27th, she was eligible to run and do whatever. Now, we know the relays is in August, so this was definitely coming from the U.S. team. And like you said, they probably felt some type of pressure. They didn't want that media distraction. They didn't want the whole, I guess, circus following Sha'Carri Richardson around once they got to Tokyo. So, yes. And also, for the two people that got picked, English Chandler and Leah Hobbs, they also was like, we next in line, and we're not causing no distraction, and we didn't do what she did. So, like I said, Stephen A. Smith always say, fair. That's where they judge pigs at. That's how it is. So, man, it's tough.
Hey, you called something else on Monday on Joe with Joe, man. You called that. You called what's on the screen now, the Rachel Nichols situation. You said you said she might lose her job. Now you was half right. She lost the sideline reporting, but she still got the host of the jump. So let me get your thoughts on Rachel Nichols and Maria Taylor, man. And first off, let me say shout out to Maria Taylor and Malika Andrews, man. That was a great moment to kick off the NBA Finals. I was happy to see Maria Taylor lead Malika Andrews into her first finals. But your thoughts on the Rachel Nichols situation, man, and I'm gonna give you mine afterwards.
Really unfortunate. I thought she did. Mm-hmm. I haven't seen the apology. I did read about the apology she gave on the jump with Richard Jefferson and Kendrick Perkins. So I guess it was a very heartfelt, very genuine type of apology that probably might have saved her job. Apologizing to ESPN. Most importantly, Maria Taylor. It's just unfortunate that a conversation that she probably really, it's a very private conversation that you're having. You know what I'm saying? So she's probably like, oh, how does this leak after a year? Or after close to a year. And, it makes people look at you in a different light now when you come into work like, wow, you talking like that about her. You might be talking like that about me. I want my job or whatever. So it's just one of those things where, as people say, they're all about diversity until, like you say, until it comes after me. So she's like really trying to talk. She was really being defensive about possibly losing her own gigs because she felt like ESPN was crappy about diversity. It's really unfortunate that she told anything about it. One of the things, if I'd have just left these thoughts to myself, I'd be on the sideline right now, instead of back in Bristol. So,
hey, you know what though? Hey, you see, we got a chat. You see, we got something there going on in the.
What's up, you giant lover? I love my nephew. He's got crazy hair right now. His hair game is crazy. So. Shout out to Pino Harville.
Let me give you my thoughts though. Honestly, what I thought what I heard from what Rachel Nichols, I didn't think what she said was that bad. I thought that's like anybody else. That's called self-preservation. It's like that's called self-preservation. It was a conversation that was had in private that, like you said, she probably didn't think she would ever have to deal with ever again. You know, it was just something that she thought was having in private off the record. Unfortunately, the camera was on. Unfortunately for her, the camera was on. But what she said, I mean, honestly, I didn't think it was that punishable. I think the reason she got punished was because she was talking about ESPN. She said, if you want to feel bad about your crappy record on diversity, which, by the way, once again, I don't think that was she was saying anything against diversity. She was saying ESPN probably was more so having an agenda for why they was trying to do something.
She's saying I've been a victim of it. I'm a woman too, out here, you know.
Right, exactly.
I haven't gotten as a woman.
Right. I see y'all passing. No, she was saying like I see y'all passing jobs to push that agenda, aka you trying to push it because you want to push diversity or because you want to push it, you know, as a woman. Which, by the way, I don't have. I mean, maybe you probably shouldn't say that about your coworkers, but I understand what she was saying. She was like, she was talking about ESPN, which is probably why she got hit with any type of punishment. But to me, it just sounded like self-preservation. Like, hey, go for yours. Just I don't want to be out here with $0 and 0 cents neither. That's how I want to. That's how I took it, you know.
Hey, in the word of great American author, may he rest in peace, Eric MC Breed, I gotta get mine.
You
gotta get yours. I gotta get mine.
I gotta get mine. Exactly.
Get yours.
Right. You gotta get yours. I gotta get mine. That's how I took it. A lot of people took it as like. A lot of people took it as Rachel Nichols being being phony to like the Black Lives Matter movement and that type of, say like, oh, how you go out, you say Black Lives Matter, and then you talk about this on diversity. I took it more. She was saying how ESPN sometimes
we talking about life. We talking about life. These I got kids too. I got house notes too.
Right.
I need these checks. Everybody needs
exactly.
These checks.
I took it like that. I took it like
I don't feel like I'm not going to be losing my
ESPN.
Look, you know how this business is. I'm not going to lose my NBA countdown invoices. Because y'all ain't got no enough black people on y'all staff, and I ain't did nothing wrong. And that's how she basically said.
Right,
she's got a lot of stuff going on. She's doing football. She's doing this. She's doing that. Now she's like, my stuff is in the contract. I do NBA. That's in the contract. She was saying a lot of things. So, hey.
At the end of the day, it sounds like just make sure the camera is off, man. If you go say something bad about your job, make sure the camera is off, man.
It sounds like the name of a new podcast called Hot Mike. Shout out to all my good friends named Mike, Michael Reed, Michael Walton, Michaels. I can't even think of Little Mike, Mike Bracey, all of Mike.
Shout out Mike Arcaro. That's my guy. Shout out my guy Mike Arcaro, man. Shout out Mike.
Boy. All right, man. It's time. This is probably gonna have to be a two-parter. You have to. I see you got the PO up. You forgot something. We got this Rushmore thing. Got a Rushmore. We got a Rushmore, Ralph.
Oh yeah, that.
I love your nonchalantness of it. Yeah, we got a Mount Rushmore here. I was thinking about that.
Because I'm gonna be real with you. I was kind of hoping we wouldn't do this just because I don't know if you mean duo. Do you mean like two people or three or four? Like, what does that mean?
Now here's the thing.
Let's do this on. Hey, let's do this on Joe with Joe. Let's do this on Joe with Joe.
Well, no, we're gonna do. I'm gonna tell you this because I was thinking about this also before the show. Now we're gonna start it off. Now we're gonna be able to. We're gonna finish this on Joe for Joe. Joe with Joe. Okay. We're gonna finish that Monday morning, 8:30, whatever time Ralph wake up. We're gonna be there. I put it all on you. It's my show. It's my show. It's my baby, but it's all on you. But
I'll be up. Hey, World Class Hoops podcast. We coming back Monday, man. We coming back Monday. So I guess we doing another. I guess we doing another doubleheader Monday then. So.
So what happened was, I was in my car the other day, and it's a song by the Wu off their latest album. I don't know if you heard this. The song is called "Time Is Money." It's a Wu-Tang. It's really just Method Man. It's his song, but it's a Wu-Tang song. So I was listening to that song, and I got out the car. I was gonna get out the car. You know what came on? The NWA song. And I was just like, damn. I'm getting out of my car. I'm finna be 48. and I just heard Wu-Tang Clan and NWA back to back. Damn, Mount
In
Rushmore top
2021.
rap groups. Yeah, that's what I said. Mount Rushmore top groups. That's what made me do it. Now,
Okay.
for as far as the format, this isn't. I don't know if I'm gonna have to split this up into duos and groups because really I didn't care about whether it was duos or groups. You think
Okay.
Outkast was dope and it's only two of them? That's
All
terrific.
right.
If
That's
you
cool. I
think
just need
Eric
to
B and
know.
Rakim is a group, it was just one DJ and one MC, and that's terrific. If you think it was the Wu-Tang Clan and they had 10 MCs, you was Bone and they had 4 MCs, whatever, terrific. You think it's 2 MCs and a DJ like a Tribe Called Quest, terrific. Whatever you think. But this is probably gonna have to be finished on Monday morning. The
Yeah,
reason
let's do that
why,
Monday.
but I'm just gonna throw some names out here for you because it's only 4. Like I said, with a Rushmore, it's only 4. So when you
Only
get these
4.
Rushmores, it'd be a lot of people left out. Like I said about the Mount Rushmore, I said you probably could pick the third. You probably could pick the 7th, the third misser. You know what I'm saying? If you got 4 groups, you got like A, B, and C was the third farthest away. You probably could listen to them for 2 days straight, still in your car. Be like, damn, they ain't even make the Mount Rushmore rap groups. That's how big it is.
Well,
So,
Bino, hey, your nephew has chimed in. There you go, right there.
all right, Wu-Tang Clan. Well, I agree with. Okay, Wu-Tang, NWA. I don't know how he knows about Naughty by Nature. I really don't know how. How do you know about Naughty by Nature? Did I play that much? Bone Thugs and Harmony.
How does he know about all 4 of these?
I have no idea.
I'm looking at this like, man, what?
You know,
but that's fair.
Bino,
But that's fair though. But that's fair because I would probably throw DMC on mine though.
Run DMC.
Yeah, I mean you can't lead him off. I can't lead him off, dude.
You can leave him off. You can do whatever you want to do.
I can't. I said I can't.
You can't. Okay.
I can't. I said I can't. There you go.
And I was Run DMC is one of those, Run DMC, Public Enemy. Eric B and Rakim, the Ghetto Boys. A-Ball and MJG.
3 of mine have been listed already. So
3 of yours. With 3 of yours listed on that last what Bino said.
Here, let's review his list. Yeah. 2 of mine are on his list.
So I'm gonna guess your 2 are Wu-Tang and NWA.
That is correct. Along with Run DMC. So that's 3.
Now,
and that 4th one. If now you said this is with duos, right?
This is groups. I don't care if it's 2 of y'all, 10 of y'all, 3.5 of y'all, however many of y'all.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. Now, I look at you as a creative coordinator here. What we do with all these, with our Griselda-like branch of shows here. So, do you think I need to split this up into a different category? Do I need to go rap group?
Yes.
Do I need to go duo like 2 rappers? Do I need to say duo like 1 DJ, 1 MC, like Gangstar, Eric B and Rakim type of, or do I need to go duos like Outkast, A-Ball, MJG, Dog Pound, UGK, Mob?
Yeah, do it like this. Do duos and do groups. Just do groups of like 3 or more, and duos are just 2 people.
Okay, well I'm gonna do duos. Well, we still could look at some. Well, since we're gonna do it like that, I got another question in. So how do I do the duo? 2 rapper duo or 1 rapper, 1 DJ duo?
That one don't matter either way.
DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince.
It's just 2
DJ
people.
Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince is a group. It's a group.
That's a duo. That's a duo, dog.
Kid and play a Marvin Deep.
Personally, all of that is honestly, as a kid, I always thought Outkast was a group. I thought all this stuff was a group. It's just, sometimes you got to specify because like Wu-Tang is 9 people that went crazy solo. So you got to kind of spray. Yeah. You kind of got to like treat them differently than you treat Outkast a little bit.
Okay, I agree with that. Giannis makes a jump shot, cut the lead down to 13 after Devin Booker made a couple of threes to get it up to 15. I think that's fair. Right. So Monday, you're gonna come back to this, and I'm gonna come back with the duos, I guess.
Okay, right, that's cool.
Now which? Ooh, That was nasty. I'm sorry about that. Sorry about screaming in your ear. Wow.
I'm good. We good over here, bro.
Macau Bridges with a two-hand bowl of jambalaya, desert style. Oh, wow. Giannis is foul going to the bucket. 65-50 right now with 10 minutes left in the third, and the Suns are trying to pull away again.
You see what your nephew
trying
said?
to take a 2-0 lead. Suns in 4. He's always saying something.
He always said. Now he know we put comments on the screen. He probably gonna be in here just saying stuff.
He probably will. Rap group. So we're doing duos on Monday.
All right, that's cool. We can do that.
So it gives you a lot of time. Now, since we get all this extra time, like I say, what kind of duos are we doing?
Any two.
Like I said,
any two people, man.
But I'm just saying, a gangstar duo where Guru's doing all the rapping is different than a Mobb Deep duo when you get Prodigy and Havoc rapping.
But I feel like it's two people. It don't make a difference. That's two people because Havoc would produce sometimes.
Okay.
You know, because so it's like that. So it's like that's two people, man.
See,
actually, sometimes Havoc would produce. What I'm talking about, sometimes Havoc would produce.
See, now I don't know how to classify a group like. I guess these would be the two same groups. You get a Tribe Called Quest, which is mostly two rappers and a DJ, mostly Fife and Q-Tip with Ali Shaheed. And you got Run DMC, which is going to be Run and DMC with Jam Master Jay or whatever.
See? You need to just do it like this. Just do it two people and then three or more. That three or more is groups, two people is duo. Just do it like that.
Okay.
Because if you start trying to break it up, it get too technical, man.
That's what we're gonna do. All right. So this is what's gonna happen. We're gonna do the duos on Monday morning. Next Thursday, I'm not gonna be here. I'm not gonna be available for a show. My cousins are getting married. I'm going to Wisconsin.
I can't believe it.
Yeah, going to Wisconsin.
So I won't be here next week neither. I won't be here next week neither. So we can say that for Joe then.
So we'll say that for Joe. But duos on Monday, and we'll come back the Monday after this upcoming Monday with the three or more groups.
All right, look. Let's settle this now on air. Is it Joe with Joe or Joe for Joe? So I can start.
I'm sorry, it's Joe with Joe. I've had a long day.
I was like, cause I'm like,
Joe with Joe.
You keep calling it Joe for Joe. I'm like, am I getting it wrong, bro? Because I don't want to be calling this wrong.
I'm getting it wrong. I'm sorry, Joe with Joe. And I gotta give you that stuff, all that good logo stuff and everything. I was looking at my avatars today, you know what I'm saying? My beard has kind of changed. I don't know if I want to leave it, my avatar. I might not mess with my avatar. The principal's office. Dun, 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 dun. Bad mother. Bad mother. All right,
there you go.
Every great show should have their own theme music. Us as students of the game, that's our theme music. That is James Brown and the Blackbirds with the funky medley at Rock Creek Park. Bino Harville watching the show on TV is pretty dope. I guess he's watching us on YouTube.
He's watching it on there. Salute to that, man.
I tell my family that we're on YouTube, and I've never seen them so unexcited in my life.
I know what you mean, though, man. You like that, dude.
I try to talk to him like I'm pressing Purple
nice.
Rain. Baby, I'm a star. Nice. I said, it's more like, we're gonna watch we're gonna watch old girl who be eating the crab legs all the time on YouTube. They ain't gonna watch me. I gotta live with these people. Word of the day, a word of the week.
Excited. My word of the week is excited, man. It's an exciting time right now, man, for me. With the NBA finals going on, everything we doing with the shows, things off the air, personal life. I'm excited, man. It's good time right now, man. It's a good time right now, even though it's a good time, even though it's a not so good time at the same time. But I'm excited for the positivity, man. So excited.
Positive energy,
man. And Milwaukee, please don't wear them blue jerseys. Are they wearing blue tonight?
They're not wearing blue tonight, but I guess it probably was saving them for Wisconsin.
Please don't wear
Get
them
back to
jerseys,
Wisconsin.
man. Please don't wear them jerseys.
But they are on a 7-0 run right now. Those two Giannis free throws. That 15-point lead I told you has been trimmed down to 8. And Bridges misses a 3-pointer. They can now cut it to 6. Or maybe even 5. As Giannis goes to the bucket and throws it out to Lopez. Lopez into the lane. Shoots a wild shot over Aiden, which gets nothing. Rebound Paul. Suns in transition. Chris Paul bangs into Drew Holiday and shoots an 8-footer. Good. 10-point game. It's Chris Paul scores again. Phoenix by 10 with 8:15 left in the third. Okay. My word of the week is, I don't know if this is a word. It's really a number. You can break it down in a word terms though. It's 17,520.
Okay.
Now, my birthday is on Saturday. So on Saturday, as Paul makes a 3 now, I'll be 17,520 days that I was born. Alive. I thought that was a very dope way to look at it.
Did you add leap years? Did you add leap years? Did you add the leap years too?
No, I didn't. So I'm probably wrong. So I'm
probably like 26 or something like that.
So 17,500. I like your number. You know, say 17,521 days so far, but 24 days. But I guess in 2 days I'll be about 7 years. I've been on this earth 17,526 days. I feel blessed to be here this long, and it's a great thing because I know a lot of my good friends and families and a lot of people all over the world that haven't done nothing to nobody, haven't made it to live on this earth this long. So for me to be in my 17,520th something day, I feel great. So that's what it is. Why do you keep showing me that sock shirt? I don't need nothing to wash my car with.
All right, salute to you, man. My gold stars this week. Gold star to you, man. Happy birthday, man. Another year around the sun, man. And I remember this time last year. I remember this time around this year for your birthday, man. I think I was just starting up world class under the world class.
Yeah. You were busy like a beaver.
Man, busy again this year. So salute to you. Happy birthday, man. And your wedding after party was great. I had a great time. It was fun.
Oh, thank you.
I enjoyed it. It was great. Salute to you and Tasha. So gold star for that. And also
thank you.
Gold star to the Tampa Bay Lightning. They hoisted the cup. So gold star to them.
I want to share that gold star with you with the Tampa Bay Lightning, repeating the champs. How about Tampa Bay? The Rays, the Bucks. I mean, the Lightning 2 years in a row. I mean, damn. Go to Tampa Bay, man. I'm getting jealous as that it's a Chicagoan, you know.
Champ City. Champ City.
Also, I have 2 more gold stars. One of them is to Larry Brown. Larry Brown was the winner of the Chuck Daly Lifetime Achievement Award. You know, he's been in every Larry Brown has been everywhere. He's been in Kansas, been in UCLA, been in SMU, been in the Sixers, been in the Spurs. I'm missing people because he's been coaching since he was in the ABA. He was coaching since he had an afro and bell bottoms. You know what I'm saying? So man,
shout out to Larry Brown. Also,
shout out to Larry Brown.
Also, remember, man, stewards of the game. Be informed, be entertained. Be informed, man. First head coach to win championships in college and the NBA was Larry Brown. 88 at Kansas, 04 with the Pistons. 04 with the Pistons.
So, I told you how old I'm going to be, right? Before I tell you what this last gold star goes to. I'm 17,526. 17,524 days in. It'll be 26 on Saturday. So right now we're gonna go with 17,524 days, right?
Okay.
So over those years, think about you gotta think about when I was a young kid playing hide and go seek, playing chase, playing softball, playing basketball, and I thought I could play a little, playing baseball, playing softball, all the sports, bowling. Then when I got in my 20s, I started working, doing deliveries at the show, going up and down stairs, sweeping floors, working at UPS. I used to load trucks. I worked at Sony for a hot second. I worked loading scales on like 117th and Central, like in Alsip. back in like 2008, like when my daughter first was being born, and all these other things. I'm saying all this to say, I have a gold star for my feet. Now the gold stars for my feet because yesterday I got my first pedicure ever. Pedicure. I mean, the chair was terrific. You know, I'm still getting used to it, but you know, it felt great. No, I ain't gonna lie, it felt great. You know, I ain't gonna tell nobody when I'm going back, but I might go back. I might probably go back. But I got my first pedicure. You know.
Hey, I ain't mad at you, bro. I've been there.
I think it was kind of recommended by my wife because she was like, because she got to look at, because she because she married for better or for worse. Now I don't know if my feet is on the worst part of that ledger, but hopefully they look better now after I got my manicure. And I didn't get the pedicurist name. I'm sorry, the pedicurist. I didn't get the pedicurist name, but you know she did an outstanding job. I would have gave her a gold star. I'm not gonna go back and get a name to give her a gold star, but we'll see whenever I go back. You know, might be an SOTG exclusive. I don't want to mess the name up.
Just say gold star to the pedicurist. Gold star to the pedicurist.
There's like 28 pedicurists in there. They might want
to the one that worked. All right, what did the one that worked on you?
The one that worked on me. The guy you worked on at 10:40 with the Puma shirt says thank you. Also, one more gold star. Italy and England, 2 terrific extra time semifinal games. Italy had to outlast Spain in penalty kicks, and of course Harry Kane closing off the penalty shot. Great save by Schmeichel when he makes a great rebound shot. So wow. So Italy and England in the final for the Euro Cup on Sunday at 2:00, and they're both getting gold stars for terrific performances Tuesday and Wednesday.
Man, cool. Detention?
I don't have anybody in detention. I must was in a good mood this week. Who you got?
I don't have anybody, but I have a whole situation. The whole Sha'Carri Richardson situation is in detention. So it's just tough because it's like, damn, this rule is dated, but at the same time, rules is rules and stop smoking. Like it's like damn, bro. It's just like, but it's like Stephen A. Smith finally came to fruition, huh? Yeah, it's weird, man. It's just and it's like because it's unfortunate because she probably was gonna take home a gold, man. Like I was
Chris
really
Paul
happy.
for 3 after Milwaukee cut the lead down to 5. He gets it back up to 8.
5. I want to see her in the Olympics, man. I want to see Sha'Carri Richardson in the Olympics, man. But so detention's that whole situation.
Man, it's a tough learning experience, man. Tough learning
experience. Yeah, it's tough break. Very tough. So that's it, man. I mean, Justin was gonna slide. Justin must be handling some legal trapping stuff, man. He must be doing some stuff. He must be doing some legal trapping.
Shout out to my brother, the realist.
Yes, sir.
Can't wait to kick it with him. Can't wait to see these garbage can banging baseball players in a couple of weeks Justin? To get to the side with them. You know, I can't wait to see it. And you know, do your thing, my brother. If you're legal trapping, keep legal trapping.
Yeah, bro. What's good, Justin?
Yeah, man.
What's good, boy? Come get at me.
Yeah, get at him. We'll be back on Monday with Joe with Joe. We're talking about the finals, game 3, and we're talking about the ESPYs also, and what you liked it from that on Saturday. Even though I know damn well I probably ain't gonna see the ESPYs, so I'm gonna have to look at a lot of YouTube on Sunday.
All right, I'm gonna watch that on YouTube. That's YouTube.
Before I start watching the soccer games.
That's YouTube.
Yeah, man. And I'm getting my last haircut as a 47-year-old tomorrow. So on my 17,525th day, yeah, I'm gonna get a haircut.
I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that too. I'm gonna probably get a haircut tomorrow, man. And also Monday, man, World Class Hoops podcast. We back at it. I mean, it's gonna be right after Joe with Joe. So yeah, man, we got another one, man. What's going on? Look at what your nephew asked you, man. He wants you to get him a Yasmani jersey, man.
He don't even know what number he wear. What number Yasmani Grandal wear? What number do he wear? Don't be asking me Don't be asking for a request like that during the show. You got my personal phone number. Hey, man, it's been great. I'm ringing the bell. I'm dismissing the class. Class want to watch the rest of the game. So do I.
Yeah.
So for our good friend Justin Adams, you can catch it at JA the Realist _ the art of the science, the boxing and everything. Catch on Spotify and Google and everything. I must have butchered it because you're laughing.
Now look at what Bino said.
He's hilarious. Dr. Chris Rouse is great always. I try to be as good as him. I'm trying to get up to D-less celebrity status like him. Maybe I will be on after Monday, but I'm gonna go have me some Jameson and watch the game. Enjoy the rest of my birthday weekend, which is coming up. So for Dr. Chris Rouse, I'm Dr. Joseph Gregory, and that Devin Booker 3 right there to stretch the lead back to 10. It's a good time to leave. So we'll see you Monday morning with a hot cup of Joe.
Positive energy to you all, man. Positive energy to you all, man.
Positive energy.